You deserved it.
No.
My thanks for...
And so we got ourselves into the second game of Fate versus Team Empire Hope. We're hoping that they can take this second game, just get themselves straight through the qualifiers into the main event.
My honor compels me to gloat.
PL just going to be left alone for now. It's going to be interesting to see whether Fishman will rotate up to the top lane. Oh, gonna get a quick pause. Let's take a look at the items here while we get a quick break. No ring of Bassies, no headdresses, none of that. We've seen Ancient Apparition just go for a standard. You know, he's got his regen up. A little bit of extra damage there as well. Who's got the wards?
You look
I
stunned.
assume. Does Dendy have one? Nobody. So Lightless does have a ward here, and Empire putting the other ward on the Dark Willow. Have they already placed? Okay, I can see them. They've already placed one.
This is just silly.
Okay. Yeah, looking at these lineups again, the puck against the Morphlin in the mid lane. This is going to be really interesting again because Morphlin he doesn't want to keep himself this low. Puck being able to do damage from a distance here as well.
How close was that?
Being able to do damage from a distance, pucks as well. We've seen yesterday. Was it Bait that played it?
Another.
I don't think it was. It was yesterday. Was it Viking versus Extremum, where the puck just couldn't get too much out of the lane. Ended up trying to go for the Agam Scepter as opposed to the Desolator build, and just couldn't get that damage off. But now here, you look at Bait's lineup. You have the Centaur Warrior that's going to be able to put out stuns, put out his own damage with the Retaliate being picked up at level 1 here now as well. Ember Spirit, he is being played as a support. I say support with, you know, my finger quotation marks, as he can transition that into a semi-core later on. A Maelstrom, Yule Scepters, go for the Spirit Vessels, things like that you'd see on an Ember Spirit anyway. You'll just be a little bit slower to it. And Chrysalis, if they buy him, they don't need to buy him all the space in the world, just until he gets his Manta style plus 1 item. If that's the way he wants to go as well, he could go for Yasha into BKB, try and join in the fights, look for an early domination with the rest of his team before Morphlin gets anywhere with his farm. It's going to be interesting, again, with the mid-Morphlin as well, what build he's going to want to go for, but because I don't really see him going for, it's not going to be a Lincoln Sphere build here. Potentially BKB, item 2, whether he wants to go for a Yasha Manta style kind of item first before he goes into the E-Blade as well. His runes just going to be traded 2 for 2. Five up does take the outpost. I mean, sure. The outpost trades are a little bit annoying. So Lightless, the body blocks come off from both heroes. Dendy, what's he got coming out on the courage? It's just going to be a sell for both heroes, it looks like. Okay, more tangos here for Lightless, who was taking a whole lot of harass. He needs to be careful again, because 360 health isn't a lot. It's actually going to be the Winter Rift coming out from Dendy level 1, not the Orb. And the Orb, when that comes out, it's always 70 damage, and then again the Winter Rift, it's another 70 damage, but that is a decent chunk of Morphlin's health once that comes off, if he wants to keep himself down around this 320 mark. He is going to be taking a lot of harass here from Dendy. Here on the bottom lane, last year is going to be taking a whole lot of harass himself here now as well. The root comes out, Smiling Knight has another Storm Bolt. Doesn't want to be throwing it out just yet, so the right clicks on to fire up the courier now as well. He's going to be able to get it off with...
Has been killed.
Never mind, top lane. Okay, Empire Hope. All three lanes under a little bit of pressure here now as well. I'm just going to go back to the bottom lane just to talk about this. As mid lane like this is going to take a whole load more harass, but last hero is building up these retaliate stacks. He's going to throw these out sometime soon now as well. But with the control being offered, once Sven gets that cleave, he is going to be able to look for stacks in the jungle, get himself back into the lane, and then try and do the damage that way. It'll be interesting because I've not seen a Sven in quite a while at what point he wants to pick up that cleave. Oracle taking a lot of damage here now as well from 5 up, trying to do what he can with a sleight of fist. Meanwhile, top lane, Crystallis needs to get himself back. Mars still trying to bully him out here. And
Ran into my spear!
well, if you say so then, Mars. Yeah, the God's Rebuke makes it hard for Crystallis to come up now as well. If he gets the Spirit Lance illusions off, Mars just gets a good angle, and they're going to be disappeared pretty much straight away with this God's Rebuke damage. Fishman looking for the pull, but Mastery is going to be here. It's only the one more troll, but Fishman again with that Chilling Touch damage. Number one, are they going to try and make another move onto Fishman here? It doesn't look like he gets himself back close to that tier 1 tower. This bottom lane, 5 up gets pretty darn low. In fact, Eknar will secure the kill. This just leaves last hero with his 13 charges into the retaliate. Is he going to try and go for those? Another root comes out. Stormhammer available in 2 seconds, but it's just going to keep last hero away from the last hits. Top lane once again, there's going to be a Shadow Realm coming through from the Dark Willow. James doing a whole lot of damage here to Fishman. He said, if you want to trade right clicks with your Chilling Touch, I'll do it with my Shadow Realm now as well. So every lane again just being pressured. I think mid lane is the only one where it's going quite well here for bait. If we take a look at this mid lane here now as well, Dendy, yeah, last hit wise, sitting just a couple above Lightless, but Lightless is starting to stack up that little. He needs to be careful here now as well. The orb comes through, and Lightless going to be taking a whole host of damage. No salve to heal himself back up quickly, so just going to have to use this Tango back underneath the tier 1 tower. Yeah, raindrops. This is something he needed from the get-go. Top lane, they get another kill onto Fishman now as well. They're going to try and get able to take Mastery. Spear is available, but Crystallis just not at the right angle. It would have pinned him to the tier 1 tower, and Mastery at level 3. Doesn't want to be diving on that. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're going to be able to get the silence off onto Lightless. Lightless, Dendy being harassed out by each other. And Lightless get himself towards the haste now as well. Just to block it from Dendy, it looks like. Dendy doesn't have the bottle. Is that coming out now on the courier? Looks like it is. Top lane, are they going to try and make another move here now as well? Where the Brambles, they could be dropped. Doesn't have the mana for a Shadow Realm. Wait, what with the Mangoes? God's Rebuke comes through. Mastery could try and pin him to a tree or a wall here, but they don't want to make a move onto Crystallis just yet. It's in the bottom lane, 5 up again, trying to do his best, but just giving these stacks over to Smiling Knight that's got 2 points into the cleave, so this is going to be good farm for him with the neutrals. And now once again, Crystallis, do they have the damage with the spear? It's already been used, so they might be able to get that right clicks off. Shadow Realm doesn't want to pop that just yet. Crystallis will be able to get off that salve to get himself to a decent amount of health. Once again though, James being harassed. Runes are going to be coming up now as well. James gets himself one bottom lane. Are they going to be able to make a move onto the Sven? Sven's going to be able to pop that war cry.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The courier gets killed. Smiling Knight loses out on his power treads for a minute and a half. James continues to trade, but it looks like Fishman, one more right click. It's going to be the bounty coming through. Very fine now as well. Chilling Touch comes out in 8 seconds. Where is he going to go for this? James needs to get himself away. No support from this Morphin in the mid. Coldbeat comes out, but James will tick down to that. Vision, I think he just got it on the low ground here with that ward. Top lane again, Mastery. Going to be having a decent time up against Crystallis. Crystallis 20 last hits, 32 though, top of the last hit chart here, Mastery. And again, with this God's Rebuke, with the speed, you can just bully out Crystallis. Even if he throws the Spirit Lance up, oh, there's going to be a Chilling Touch though, with Dark Willow not being on the lane. They're going to try and go for this here. Mastery just needs to back himself away. Bottom lane here now as well, Oracle's in the river. A Smiling Knight trying to do his best to contest.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oracle rotates in, 5 up. Once he get himself, uses the last of his mana. Top lane, they do kill off Fishman once again. Smiling Knight, they don't engage onto him. I think they'll be able to get Chrysalis as well now as well. Brambles have been dropped, but Phantom Lancer will be fine. Mid lane, the waveform's going to come forward onto Dendy. Even with the DD rune, he's going to be backing himself away here. Just needs to use those bottle charges. As Lightless already getting close to half of those infused raindrops being used. Top lane, they're going to make another move. They take down Chrysalis now as well. But on the bottom lane, they're going to try and make a move for 5 up. 5 up goes for the pull. The right clicks, but Agnar's going to rotate. And last hero's going to follow with the stomp. The double edge. Agnar just needs to get himself back. Short route comes through. And Oracle going to try and heal himself up here. 5 up does have a slight fist. No mana though. Maybe, no, not with the stick charges out. They're not going to be able to get those Searing Chains off. Smiling Knight, yeah, level 5 now, has a flying courier. Gonna play it safe. Oh, they're going to try and make a move here onto Smiling Knight. Smiling gets that Storm Bolt off, but it doesn't matter as Dendy will be able to rotate in, get the Wind and Rift damage through. Didn't even need to use the Dream Coil. Back in the mid lane though, Lightless. Freeing up the farm. It's going to be slowed down somewhat because he had to invest in the infused raindrops. Bottom lane, Agnar. Back on the bot. As yeah, you can see Smiling Knight, he just kept his courier down here. The route's going to be there onto the last hero now as well. Are they going to maybe try to make a rotation? Smiling Knight's moving over. Just thinks better of it. Going towards this camp, it's going to be an extra little bit of farm. As in, once again, James and Mastery. Oh no, it's a rotation near the top rune, it looks like. Yeah, so James is going to be able to get himself an Isvis rune. Arena has been dropped to be able to find another kill.
Mars the Impaler!
And Fishman. It's not a good lane for him. How many times has he died? 1, 4, and 0. Over half the kills for Empire Hope. I can't be too harsh because we're only 8.5 minutes in. So there is a lot of game left to go. There's going to be the God Strength as well as that Stormbolt coming through. The route onto last hero now as well. He's going to be able to get that Stomp off. So I know he's going to try and follow up onto this. There's no Stormbolt for the next 11 seconds. Was that route 5 up going to be able to get the Slight Fist Searing Chains off onto Smiling Knight. So this chase away, Smiling Knight with the God Strength is about halfway through. Now Stormbolt, 3 seconds. The route, one more right click. He goes through the trees and a right click. Searing Chains up with the Slight Fist. He do kill off. Stormbolt, he doesn't have the mana for it now as well, even with those Magic Wand charges. As James gets another kill onto Fishman. Chrysalis once again just giving up this top lane, moving himself into the jungle. And he doesn't even have his power treads. In terms of net worth, he's at the bottom half of the table here now as well. Sven, I didn't think he was so far behind, but he is. I say so far, you know, 400 gold difference here, and only about 700 gold difference to the Morphlin as well as the Mars, who is having an amazing lanes, gank after gank after gank. Dendy's rotated down, he's spotted over by these creeps, so they ping him out, he's all available. One got dropped, poor man's shield. Does he want to keep that? Looks like they're just going to give it over to the Centaur. Meanwhile in the mid lane, are they going to try and go for the Dream Call play onto Lightless? Lightless, Searing Chains do come out with a Slight Fist rotation through though. What's he got himself? Going to go for the Pipe first, it looks like now as well. Yeah, up against this lineup, that doesn't surprise me. Dendy trying to make a move. It looks just for the runes.
A prize.
Regen rune in the top lane. The Lightless is going to be super happy with that. How long before it gets cancelled by Dendy? Dendy actually goes the other way. Dendy's going to come down, but where's the rotations through it? It looks like James Shadow Roll. Still decently healthy here now as well. And the outposts do get traded back. Last hero just trying to do what he can. What's his net worth looking like? He's a little bit ahead. of the Sven, but it's going to be a 3-man rotation there. There's going to be the root coming through from the Oracle now as well. Stormhammer with the Godstrike. It's going to be over the top as well as the Bedlam. And even with this Stampede, last year he's going to be able to get himself away. He will not. Eknar picks himself a 3-0-0 kill streak at the minute. Top lane, they're going to try and make a move, but then he got caught against the arena now as well. Ooh, Ice Blast Mastery can get himself away from this. He's going to try and run himself away. No points as the ball walks and just gets himself back in. Cancels Dendy's ball and he wants to go for the fight actually before he dies. Spear just being held. It's going to be off key. And a little bit too early, but the false promise now. Eknar TP'd up, should be able to keep Mastery alive with that salve going. Mastery should be back to near enough full health, yeah. Dendy in the trees. Mastery nearly full mana. The spear comes through, actually misses though. God's Rebuke will be thrown up. Dendy just needs to back himself away. The root carries on going and will still hit. Phase shifts that off though.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
There's more from the mid lane. He's just going to be able to get a little bit of free fun before Crystallis rotates in.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Now the root again dodged off there. But the Terrorize does come through Puck. Going back towards... just back towards his own fountain. Takes the Shadow Realm strike to the wings. This game looking awfully for... Mask of Mana's here now as well, so going to be able to pop the Godstrike, drop the Warcry as well as the Stormbolt, and then maybe make a move with help from the rest of his supports onto last hero once again. But the rotation will come down here now as well.
Tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Submit.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Lightless again, putting the pressure off, and he's just still going to go. The Brambles comes out. Crystallis is going to be able to get the Doppelganger away. He will be fine. And Lightless in the river. Just, again, trying to farm up where he can. He's not really left this mid lane just yet. Does have an assist when he caught Dendy out in the river. Oh, speaking about Dendy, looks like they want to go for a 4-man smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You want to try and make a move on this. Dendy does have the Dream Coil available. Lightless are they are going to be making a move now. Dream Coil comes out. Ice Blast as well as the Searing Chain Slight Fist combo. Lightless is going to try and come off himself up, and now there's going to be a false promise as well. The arena comes through. God's Rebuke. Are they going to be able to trap anyone inside of this? It's going to be the Brambles now. They take down the AA. They chase on Crystallis. Going to be caught out, but only for a little bit. He gets himself back up to the high ground. Bounce that camp, and now Smiling Knight with a Warcry. Did you want to try and turn this one around? There's another Stormbolt. He wants to try and throw it out. Silenced up by Dendy. The sounds will be wearing off, and now the Stormbolt. He can try and make a move with those strength trends as well, but the Vanguard comes out onto Last Hero. Last Hero, is this going to be his last stand? It looks like it will. Eknar gets himself 4-0-1. Even the Mars just couldn't get off that spear at the right time, and Dendy able to dodge it off. Half a second later, he maybe would have speared him to a tree.
Behold! Silence!
Okay, it's just going to be farming up here, James, with the Bedlam, which isn't too bad. Every 30 seconds he can pop that off. Is anybody building towards a Spirit Vessel here on the side of the Dire? It doesn't look like it. 5 up. That's not where he's going at the minute. So Lightless does have the Hood of Defiance. Going towards the Manta style. Which again, if he just continues to find free farm in the mid lane, he's been rotated on a couple of times, but never really locked down long enough to be killed off here. Puck might be able to find Mastery with his Invis Rune was the rest of the rotations. James, they're going to be coming in. Sentry will be played it clever, and that spear again just a little bit too early, and then the Terrorizer will be forcing Dendy back to base, and now the root comes through. The fear. James with the damage. Didn't even need to use the Bedlam. But Mastery, yeah, just needs to maybe. He's getting the timing down, slowly getting there. Mid lane, slowly getting there as well, because Lightless is going to be able to transmorph away from himself away. And then once he gets this Manta style, he's going to be so much harder to lock down and kill off. As if he's not hard enough now. Again, 0-0-1. Obviously though, because he's not died, Dota Plus not happy. Lightless, you need to die at least once, mate. The heal's coming through from the Oracle now as well. Could be really nice because he can just strength morph himself to the lowest point in strength. Or I guess you'd call it Agimorph himself. Oh, they're going to try and make it blink. They're going to be able to try the Oracle now as well with the Eye Flash. Was that Force Promise going to come through? It was mid-cast, he couldn't get it off. But Lightless morphs over into that Ember Spirit. Did he want to try and make a move here with Smiling Knight? Was the Stormbolt going to come through now as well? There's going to be a good 3 or 4 heroes to cleave as well from Smiling Knight. He might be able to do a lot of this, but he's going to be locked down now as well with that Cold Feet. Brambles come through as well as the Adaptive Strike, trying to keep Smiling Knight alive. But he just had all his mana ripped from him from the Diffusal Blade of the Phantom Lancer. They got on top of him and he just couldn't get away. You'll set it though, was the Spear. He just get it on time this time. God's Rebuke, and the damage was enough. Mastery. Cool guys don't look at explosions. He also don't look at the arenas as they finish off the kills for you. Heck no, doing a little bit of dewarding, but Fishman comes straight back in and says 2 can play at that game.
I'm playing with you. You understand that, right?
Brambles, he catches the puck, but no real follow-up's going to come through. Dendy,
I never had a chance.
to be able to get that deny off, going towards his Blink Dagger. As Mastery heads back up to the top lane, going towards a BKB actually on him. Just as that casual Sage's Mask. Oh, Van Braces, that's a really nice item here for the Morphling. In fact, let's take a look at the neutral items, shall we? Just take a look at those. Yeah, Van Braces here, Sven with the Imp Claw, the extra damage as well. With the crit chance. Meanwhile, on the side of the Dire, no. He just wants to use the Imp Claw for the extra damage.
Prepare for a lesson.
Dragon Scale does the Sven take that now. Over the Imp Claw, well, last hero's going to be rotated in now with Fishman. So Smiling Knight just needs to move himself away. And he did send it back, so maybe for Mastery, but I think he's happy here with the Arcane Ring. That extra mana, even though it's only 75 mana, that's still... What's that? That's a God's Rebuke, pretty much. Mastery does have that Blink Dagger available. Does he want to show it up for your center? It's going to be very nice. It's going to be the stops him as well. Three mana, does he get the mana off? He does going to be able to get off before Chrysalis takes all of his mana. Now runs himself away. The orb flies through, so they take down the God of... And I turn around with this cleave. Should be able to do a decent amount of these illusions. With the S and Y up now as well. It's a decent amount of mid-range. But they get a save near onto the Dark Willow. Dark Willow with the Brambles. He's going to be able to lock down. With the Dream Call though, final, does he get a slight fist off? Bedlam comes through from the Dark Willow, just trying to play the safe. Is it going to be enough for the heals? It will be enough to keep him alive, but the Salva going to cancel here. 5 up, cancels that with a slight fist. So Mars for AA. Bait going to be a little bit more happy about that trade. Outposts. Dendy gets 1. Are they going to try and defend both? Last... With only 30 seconds. Last hero just wants to defend this one out, it looks like.
Radiant are scared.
And start to take it. How's Morphling doing? He's got that Yashu, he's got the recipe as well. He's about 1,000 gold away now from having the full Manta style up. As Mastery, still building towards that BKB. How's Dendy doing? Let's check in with him. He's got the Blink, gonna go towards that Yules. Which will be nice, because he can just counter Yules. If he gets Yules by the Mars here, he just instantly pops that again. Spins himself up into the air, dodges out the spear. 5 up. He does have the urn. Probably will be building towards the Spirit Vessel, I'd imagine. Curse Crown, and he's going to be fouled up back on the high ground up on against the T1 tower. Brambles did come through now as well with Batman as well as that Shadow Realm. Do they have the damage though? There's going to be the Stampede through. The Storm comes through as well from the Centaur. And 5 up, maybe just a little bit too far forward. Mastering though, he's actually going to pin the Ancient Apparition to the... He needs to run himself away. Smattering there with the God Strength as well as that clean. Does a whole lot of damage though. It's not good enough. It's going to be a great fight here for Fate. Crystallis, it's only going to be Sven back alive as Mastering needs to run himself back. And that Mastery, the blink forward was that Storm from last hero. God's Rebuke comes out, but a full 5-man wipe for Fate.
Radiant structures are fortified.
And I think Empire hope they need those BKBs before they go for any more fights here, really. Crystallis just gets on top, and this is night and day with his last performance, 4-1 and 2. Looking extremely strong anytime the 5-man fight comes out here from Fate. Meanwhile, Morphlin, 1-1 and 3. It's not where he needs to be here. Five up, that's going to be nice for him. Look at this gold. Yeah, 1200 gold. If he wants to start going towards that Spirit Vessel, he's about another 800 gold away from finishing it. As Sven, net worth wise, he's 3rd place, but he just keeps getting locked down and killed off in these fights. And this is what I'm talking about, the extra damage that he takes here. It's not that BKB. Yeah, reducing it by 8 leaves him with 3 armor, which means he's going to take so much more damage. Oh, meanwhile, they're going to be able to find out the Centaur now as well. The spear comes through, TP Brambles as well as the Bedlam, but Centaur Warrior, he's a big tanky boy. Still got 900 health left after that gank, and underneath the T1 tower now as well. So Ultimus down Stampede to come through. James gets caught out, silenced up, and killed off.
Dire's middle tower.
Even Oracle now as well dodges off the Stormbolt here, Dendy. They're going to chase, but with that Dream Coil, they're going to be able to find 2 if they want to go any further. This Mastery in the mid lane, it looks like Morphle just waveforms himself away. A decent amount. Look at his regen here. 36.6 regen with everything combined, and that's not even with the headdress.
Dire are scanning.
So last hero, what's he looking for here? That pipe, he's still got another couple of 100 gold to need to pick up to be able to complete, which he should get off this creep wave actually. If he last hits at least. Yeah, there it is. It's going to be coming out now as well. So, Empire Hope, they're a little bit ahead in terms of kills, but the swing is definitely going the way of Fate at the minute. Just, it's nearly even. Empire Hope still being given a little bit more of a priority in favour. Lightless, again, he got this Hooded Defiance up, he's got the Manta Style, the BKB, not too far away, but you're looking at these items, you're thinking, where's this real damage coming from here? It's not, yes, he does have the Manta Style, which is quite nice, but he doesn't have his Ethereal Blade yet, you know, he doesn't have any real damagey items that you'd like to see on the Morphin, those real agi stat buildy items. So he is just going to be farming through the jungle. There might be another rotation, another gank here as last hero leading the line. The smoke comes out. So the illusions from Morphlin push this lane back. Do they have an envision here now as well? They don't. I mean, it wouldn't matter anyway because it's a smoke. Last hero reveals himself. They're not going to be able to get anything out of this. So on this wave, the Morphlin illusions, 4 seconds left on those. Are they going to be able to do enough damage to clean this one up? It's slowly being chipped down, but it looks like it's not going to be enough damage for it.